Welcome to Heart Magic Monday with Empress Lysa. Such a joy to be able to connect with you today. I've had a beautiful request where somebody reached out to me on the same day that I posted my video last week, asking me for my self-care routines and rituals. And I love talking into this because I think it's so very important to find what is so aligned and perfect for us individually. Copying what anybody else does is not really going to touch the spot for us. So today I've actually taken myself out on a date. And I do this about once a month. I take myself into town for the day and do the things that bring me joy. Go to the local crystal shop, go and have a nice lunch. I'm sitting in a park right now, just enjoying the splendor of nature. One of the biggest differences with my self-care routine is that it's not really about self-care. For me, self-love and self-care are not the words that I resonate and align with. I actually refer to this as self-honoring. Now, when I think about the concept of self-honoring, it really is my responsibility to be able to take care of my needs, provide for myself, speak up for myself, and ensure that my life is in line with my soul, my truth, and my purpose. So I wanted to pass over that little suggestion that if you don't align with self-love or self-care, thinking about self-honor as a new paradigm to be able to support you to fully provide everything that you need for yourself. There's some very, very common basic things that I do every day, and one of them is a desires list and a gratitude list. So 3 years ago I started a gratitude list, and what I realized was that the more I focused on everything that I was blessed with, the more I was able to attract what I truly desired. The problem for me at that stage in my life was that I wasn't connected to what I really wanted. So I very quickly adapted that process for myself in order to write down 20 things that I was grateful for, followed by 20 things that I desired. Now, this is probably a little bit confronting because a lot of highly sensitives, a lot of empaths, we don't actually like to think about what we want. We just want to be able to receive what's coming to us. We want to be able to appreciate what we have. The problem is that until we can actually connect with the genuine desires in our hearts, I don't believe they can always actually come to us in our lives. I truly believe that the more we can connect with and acknowledge the genuine desires in our hearts, the more we can open up our internal world to be able to manifest them externally beautifully. So that's one of my favorite self-care strategies. Always I notice there's a trend of writing down something on my desires list that a few weeks or months later will end up on my gratitude list. And so this is really a faith building process, that the more you connect with the genuine desires of what you truly want, the more you're going to manifest those things and see that there's a connection between acknowledging desire and manifesting what you truly want. So that's one suggestion. Another thing that I do, and this is common for empaths, is that we can feel such a huge array of emotions every day. It can be destabilizing. So what I love to do is journal every day and be very, very connected and present to what my real feelings, thoughts, and emotions are on that day. Very, very important for me to be deeply connected with my inner world so that I can serve and support others. As a navigator, I mentor other healers and leaders to be able to support them with strategic business guidance and their inner healing. I need to be able to hold stable space for them in their sacred unfurling. So this is how I am able to create more strength and stability in my inner world, is always being deeply connected to what is actually occurring for me on the day. Last self-honoring ritual that I have every day is being able to turn over 3 cards. One of my favorite decks is the Earth Magic deck. If you haven't heard of it, I'll put a reference in the link below so that you can check it out in the descriptions. Really love this deck. I really love nature, and every time that I turn over those 3 cards, they reflect a current theme in my life. They help me to be super connected to the present. As an empath, because we live in a sea of other people's emotions, it's very, very important to be connected and current with the emerging themes and the emotions that are arising in our lives. These are my favorite ways to take wonderful care of myself. I hope that this is valuable for you and that you can reflect if any of these practices feel like they're going to be supportive for you. What I find is that the more I truly honor who I am, the more I see that honor reflected back to me by others. Often people will open doors for me, they'll give me gifts, they'll help me out in any way that they can. And for me, this is a reflection of the honor that I first initially invested in myself. As I maintain a relationship with myself of high honor, deep respect and adoration, I find that is automatically reflected by those around me. So if you ever feel like you're not being respected or seen or honored or appreciated by those outside and around you, it's very, very important to look at our relationship with ourselves and see how we can enhance our respect and honor for ourselves so that we can truly see that manifest externally. You know, I really love changing the internal world in order to manifest what we desire in the external world. This is where our power lies. I hope you've enjoyed this episode. Please comment below and tell me if you have any questions or anything you want to share. And if you have liked it, please give it a big thumbs up. It's so lovely to be able to see what videos my audience are really loving. And please, if you do have a question, reach out to me on my social media. Send me a message and tell me what you would like me to talk about, if there are any questions that I can answer for you. And if you are a heart leader, if you are somebody who is deepening into your truth, you really want to make a difference to everybody else in this beautiful world, then this is the place to be for Heart Magic Monday episodes coming out every week. Please subscribe to this channel if you want to know more about how you can deepen into your truth and rise in purpose. This is Empress Lysa beaming big love, talking about how we can self-honor. I'd love to hear what you think of this. Mwah.